Good afternoon, everyone. Can you hear all right? Thanks. I'd certainly like to welcome everyone today to Newark Penn Station. It is certainly our busiest station and outside of New York Penn Station. Before we begin, I'd like to take a moment to thank and welcome our distinguished speakers joining me today. Certainly well known to many of you here, New Jersey Transit Police Department Chief Chris Trucillo, who has really transformed our PD into a model of modern progressive policing, combining a steadfast commitment to safety and security with also innovative outreach efforts such as for those who need help, as you see often around here routinely. So with he and his team, Chief, can't thank you enough. Also honored to have Theresa Hilton here, who serves as the Deputy Director of the Division of Criminal Justice at New Jersey's Attorney General Office, Matt Platkin's office, who's committed to justice and support this initiative, which has been very invaluable for the whole state, not just New Jersey Transit. And then, of course, Leah Sheridan. Leah's hiding over here, who's one of our key employees in our capital programs group, but who is also representing today our company's employee research group, or we call them SERGs, for women called Empower. And while certainly the issue of human trafficking isn't just limited to women, certainly a great majority are women, and it has tremendous impact. So I'd say this is, thanks for joining again, this being National Human Trafficking Prevention Month, and we're gathering to reaffirm New Jersey Transit's commitment to protecting our communities and combating this devastating crime. Human trafficking is a modern form of slavery that exploits vulnerable individuals for forced labor, sexual exploitation, and more. And as I'm sure many of you knew, New Jersey is not only the most densely populated state in the nation, and where transit has played such a critical role, but we're also the most diverse state in the nation. Our state's central location and unrivaled global connectivity means we have both unique responsibility and an unparalleled opportunity to lead in the fight against trafficking. That's why today's event is so important. We are here today to highlight our continued efforts to combat human trafficking in every way possible by signing the U.S. Department of Transportation's Transportation Leaders Against Human Trafficking Pledge and launching a new awareness campaign, Human Trafficking Isn't Always Easy to Spot. This campaign, created in collaboration with the New Jersey Attorney General's Office, the New Jersey Human Trafficking Task Force, and New Jersey Transit Police Department, aims to educate the public and empower riders to report suspected trafficking and connect potential victims to life-saving support services. Campaign elements will be visible throughout our system, including digital monitors, posters, stalls for safety stickers in restrooms with information in English and Spanish and additional languages via our website. And the placement of these stickers in restroom stalls is meant to bring information to human trafficking victims on how to access help when they are likely to be alone and at least temporarily safe from the trafficker. Additionally, 2 specifically wrapped buses will travel across the state throughout January to amplify the awareness. Importantly, this initiative comes to New Jersey as we prepare to host the 2026 FIFA World Cup Finals and the FIFA Club World Cup Finals in 2025, alongside with other high-profile events at MetLife Stadium. Large-scale events often attract increased trafficking risk, and NJ Transit is proactively addressing this challenge to ensure safety for all. By raising awareness, training employees, and partnering with law enforcement, we aim to create a transportation system that is not only safe and welcoming, but also a stronghold against human trafficking. NJ Transit will continue to lead, innovate, and work tirelessly to protect our customers and our communities. Now I am pleased to invite our police chief, Chris Trucillo, up to the podium to share his perspective. Chief.
Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you, President Corbett. I'm honored to join you all today as we stand together in this fight against human trafficking. You know, at the New Jersey Transit Police Department, our mission is to build around 2 core objectives: keeping people safe and helping people in need. Today's initiative exemplifies both of these goals in action. Human trafficking is a heinous crime that preys on the most vulnerable among us, mostly women and children. Our duty as law enforcement officers is to protect and serve, to provide support to communities and connect those who are at risk with the resources they desperately need. And that's exactly what we're trying to do here today. This effort is also perfectly aligned with the efforts of the police department's innovative, proactive, and compassionate community outreach efforts. Through this unit, New Jersey Transit police officers collaborate with state and local social service organizations to help at-risk individuals access health care, housing, veterans programs, rehabilitation services, and other critical resources. Today, we're trying to take these efforts a step further by raising awareness through a targeted anti-human trafficking campaign, which includes, as the President mentioned, stalls for safety stickers in the restrooms, multi-language messaging across our digital monitors and posters, and specially wrapped buses traveling across the state. What we're trying to do is increase awareness and encourage those who may be victims to reach out for help. And as the President mentioned, with events like FIFA World Cup this year and next in 26, the World Cup final game being with us, these large events we know bring increased risk for human trafficking. And this initiative will equip all of us to address that risk heads on and help to ensure safety for all. Our hope is that by working together across all agencies with all our communities, we can help disrupt the human trafficking networks, protect the vulnerable individuals who are victimized, and bring hope to those in need. And as we launch this awareness campaign and pledge our commitment, I'd like to remind everyone of how important it is for all of us to be vigilant. Not just our great police officers, but every commuter, every employee, every community member has a responsibility in making New Jersey safe for all of us. I want to thank you, and I look forward to continuing this critical work alongside all of our partners. President Corbett, I'll turn it back to you, sir.
Thank you, Chief. I'd now like to introduce our representative from the New Jersey Office of the Attorney General, Deputy Director Theresa Hilton. Theresa, please come up and say a few words.
Good afternoon, everybody. Attorney General Platkin unfortunately could not be here today, but he wanted me to express his incredible appreciation for the work New Jersey Transit is doing to save lives and combat human trafficking. I am grateful to be here representing the Attorney General and each of the members of the New Jersey law enforcement community committed to helping victims each and every day. The Department of Law and Public Safety thanks New Jersey Transit CEO Kevin Corbett and the entire New Jersey Transit team for using your platform and your reach to spread this message to every corner of our state. I also want to thank the members of my team that have participated in all the efforts to combat human trafficking and educate human trafficking, including Kathy Fries, who could not be here today but was a critical component to this initiative. I was honored to be named head of the Division of Criminal Justice's Human Trafficking Unit, which Attorney General Platkin established in January of 2023. The unit is made up of a truly dedicated group of investigators and prosecutors who work tirelessly to identify victims, to increase the prosecution of those who engage in trafficking, and to coordinate statewide efforts to help and support the victims. Combating human trafficking requires such a statewide response because of its insidious nature. As the New Jersey Transit Campaign explains, human trafficking isn't always easy to spot. The victims of trafficking look no different from any of us and are often hidden in plain sight. Too often, signs of human trafficking go unnoticed because the relationship between a trafficker and a victim can appear as a romantic or a familial relationship or as a legitimate employment relationship. So, it is up to each of us to ask the right questions, to look for the signs, to recognize when our fellow human beings are in trouble. Human trafficking encompasses both forced labor and sex trafficking and often begins through some seemingly innocent interaction. What follows is tremendous suffering, pain, and humiliation for those caught in the trafficker's web. An estimated 27.6 million people, adults and children, are the victims of human trafficking here and around the world. Think about that number. 27.6 million human beings who, in the eyes of their traffickers, constitute nothing more than property. As the U.S. prepares to host the 2025 FIFA Club World Cup and the 2026 FIFA World Cup, part of the planning involves how to recognize and stop human trafficking. This despicable crime has sadly become so prevalent that major events, which should be sources of joy and excitement, are also prime opportunities for traffickers. In 2024, Attorney General Platkin launched the Stalls for Safety campaign in an effort to reach victims directly. Stalls, which stands for Sanctuary from Trafficking, Awareness and Linkage to Law Enforcement and Services, involves the placement of brightly colored posters in public restrooms across the state. An example is here. The hope is to reach the victims at the one moment when they might be alone. The posters feature information in English and Spanish on how to get help by contacting the National Human Trafficking Hotline or the New Jersey Human Trafficking Tip Line. They also include a QR code for easy access to help. Bringing the Stalls for Safety campaign to New Jersey transit stations and vehicle bathrooms will hugely increase our ability to reach victims in that one moment, offering them the way out they so desperately need. New Jersey, because of its proximity to major metropolitan areas, including New York, Baltimore, and Philadelphia, is considered to be a hub for these despicable crimes, and that also means New Jersey Transit can play a vital role in reaching victims across the region. In 2010, when President Obama first issued a proclamation declaring January National Slavery and Human Trafficking Prevention Month, he said, "We acknowledge that forms of slavery still exist in the modern era, and we recommit ourselves to stopping the human traffickers who ply this horrific trade." 14 years later, we must again reaffirm our commitment as New Jerseyans to stopping the physical and emotional abuse too many have endured. Thank you to everyone in this fight. Thank you to every survivor who has shared their story. Thank you to every law enforcement officer who has stepped in to save a life. And thank you to partners like the team at New Jersey Transit for acting to end the horrors so many have endured. Together we can end the suffering, save lives, and build brighter futures for the survivors. Thank you all.
Thank you, Deputy Director Hilton. And it is amazing, 26 plus million. And you think this day and age that can't happen. And for people who would never, know how heinous it is, can't imagine it. That's where we need those extra eyes. And I think, Chief, as we always say in our efforts, if you see something, say something. You don't want to be overly judgmental, but the other time, usually if something doesn't seem right, doesn't look right, you report it up, and we certainly, that's part of the campaign. So, Theresa, thanks so much. Now I'd like to welcome Leah Sheridan, our representative from New Jersey Transit's Company Employee Research Group for Women, Empower. And Empower is one of New Jersey Transit's 6 organizations that we have company-wide that focus on diversity and inclusion efforts and focus around these employee resource groups, which have been instrumental in fostering a culture of inclusion and empowerment across New Jersey Transit. And as many of the victims of human trafficking, as Theresa said, are indeed young women, and the issue is especially of concern to our Empower CERG, which is dedicated to promoting safety and advocacy for women. So, Leah, you want to come up and say a few words?
Good afternoon. My name is Leah Sheridan, and I'm the Manager of Quality Assurance and Compliance in the Capital Programs Department. I've been with New Jersey Transit for 18 years, and I'm also a proud member of Empower, our employee resource group for women. Today, I want to share how a powerful experience in June 2022 inspired a journey that brought us to this moment. While attending a workshop on human trafficking and transportation at the New Jersey Transaction Conference, I felt a strong call to action and brought this issue to our Empower group to build on New Jersey Transit's previous anti-human trafficking efforts. I knew we had to do something. As a woman, since an early age, I was taught to be careful of my surroundings and to be vigilant about my own safety. But I didn't realize how much I could also do for others who may be taken advantage of in their most vulnerable moments. This realization hit me deeply, making it clear that we as a community and as a company must raise awareness, educate ourselves, and take action. As an employee of New Jersey Transit, I understand how unique our role is in the communities we serve. President and CEO Corbett has emphasized that we are more than just a transportation provider. We are a vital part of people's lives, whether it's their daily commute or traveling for major events like the upcoming FIFA World Cup. Our system connects people, and it is the responsibility of all of us to ensure the safety of everyone who uses it. Driven by this, I brought this call to action to empower, and the response was nothing short of inspiring. With the help of my colleague Susan O'Donnell, Empower's first step was to partner with New Jersey Transit Police Department Chief Trucillo to host a company-wide lunch and learn, where Kathleen Freese from the Office of the Attorney General shared how New Jersey Transit can actively help combat human trafficking. With the help of Sebastian Moreno, our Director of Diversity, we expanded our efforts by building a coalition of stakeholders across New Jersey Transit: marketing, human resources, government and community relations, and others, to create a well-rounded, comprehensive approach that aligns with our Ride Kind campaign. Today, we are here with New Jersey Transit's leadership to sign the Transportation Leaders Against Human Trafficking Pledge. This pledge represents our commitment to raising awareness and tracking our progress. When I first learned about this issue 2.5 years ago, I couldn't have imagined how far we would go. But this journey has shown me how empowering employees through platforms like our company employee resource groups and having leaders like President and CEO Corbett, and with the continued leadership of Chris Kaluri, who understands the broader role of public transit in our communities, we will truly make a difference. The fight against human trafficking is far from over, but with the growing need for public transportation, I am confident that the work we're doing here at New Jersey Transit is helping to create a safer and stronger community for all. Thank you.
Great, thanks, Leah, and thanks for all you and all the CERG do for that, for Empower. Thanks so much. Now, as we conclude, I'd like to invite you to join us for a ceremonial signing of the pledge and a group photo, and then following that, we'll head outside for additional photo opportunity with one of the specially wrapped buses. So together, in closing, let's continue to make a difference in the fight against human trafficking and to stay vigilant. Thanks so much. After the vote, it may be a little brisk, but it's certainly been a on the line.